Well, not the best recording situation in the world. I'm giving it a shot. What we're doing here is preparation for both tonight's dinner, which is going to be burgers and french fries. Simple. And tomorrow night's dinner, well, outside pot roast, basically because fuck it. So, doing some of the work here now. Went ahead and cut off the edges of all the vegetables beforehand. Fortunately, it's not like you have to be that precise. For fuck's sake, it's pot roast. It's, stewed light. But, standard ingredients, carrots, as you can see here. Toss it all into your crock pot here. We have a lot of carrots. I mean, someone might actually want to be interested in how this is all working. So, also, don't criticize my cutting technique. I never went to classes for a damn thing. I don't cut myself though, so it's good. Anyway, really keeping it kind of simple here. Gonna have 4 veggies and meat. Nothing fancy. At least by my usual standards. Gold, onion. Let's behold, red wine. Believe it or not, the wine actually has a purpose beyond, easing the vast irritation with the entire situation. Yep, last carrot.
What you prepping?
This is going to be pot roast, and I'm going to be working on the burger too and get that on the stove.
Mm-hmm.
Some friends are trading cooking videos because boredom, so I figured, what the fuck?
Oh, you're making a video? I'm sorry.
You're not in the view. It's literally angled here, so they can hear you. That's my roommate, one of them anyway. And yep. If you have never thrown in celery leaves when you're cooking meat, why are you wasting them? Put them in. Seriously. Like I said, never went to class or anything. Let's see. I would much rather do this on a table, but we have a cat that will not leave food alone. The only advantage here is none of it is carbs. Alright, it's good there. Technically, these aren't veggies, but they're close enough. Better to get them used up. Because, Cthulhu knows we cannot be wasting this shit nowadays. Well, okay, you can, but why? There. Really? So, I was wondering, all these scraps are going into a bag. I'm one of those, prissy ass people that makes their own veggie broth. You should walk the trash can over. Nope. Quick and simple. Oh hey, still filming. Yay me. I think with someone who does a lot of shit I do, I'll be more used to being on screen. However, A, I'm not, and also B, I don't have a setup that can arrange this properly. I'm not going to ask Steph to stand here for 40 minutes. I mean, that's just rude. This is where you come to the realization, as so often I do, that I have exceeded my grasp. So we're upgrading. Give that a good rinse later. Toss in a few more here. Yeah, it's not like you have to be that precise. Alright. That. There's them. And now for the other things I'll be throwing in here. We go through Bree in this house. We keep the rinds. These things are wonderful to thicken any number of soups. Mason, if you recall that tomato bisque, if you ever had it of mine, this is part of what makes it what it is. And since we've got, 10 to 12 hours with it, why not? A lot of Brie. Just breaking it up. Nothing fancy. Boom. Next. Bacon. Pounds upon pounds of it die in this house every week. That was our 4 people now eating at home all the time. You could call it lardon, considering it's, thick cut bacon, but I just consider it tasty. Boom. Which means the non-meat components have been handled. Wrong plug. Let me get on my way. Anyway. Now, come to meat. Chuck shoulder roast. Nah. Maybe 4.1 pounds.
Oh, God.
Hey, Ryan. Don't worry, unless you're standing literally right there, you'll never be in the shot, and even then, it won't be your face.
Yeah.
We cook with cast iron in this house. Recording a video for some friends because quarantine boredom madness.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? And contrary to all this, now you're gonna see me put on gloves because while I washed them before, I'm dealing with meat.
Mad cow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah. I was like, let's not cut that part together.
Yeah, that's generally a bad thing. Alright, gonna move you over here, you over here, you over there, you over here. This going down the hatch. Nor will it be the last. It's a time-honored tradition. So, really nothing special here. Literally, it's gonna get seared. If you don't sear it while you're doing a pot roast or something like that, stop cooking. And no, part of this is, me being a smart ass. I'm not gonna be that kind of asshole per se, but please don't. Just sear the meat. Not that difficult. I'll spare you the cooking chemistry and everything. Just say it makes it taste better. Done. So what I'm going to do here, push that aside, that aside, and while that's cooking, I'm going to get the burger ready. bowl. Tend to go for very lean meat around here. Yes, it's more expensive. Oh, believe me. But y'all remember when your parents were growing up, especially the ones that were very poor, and all they could buy was the 80/20 what the fuck for, 99 cents a pound or 10 pounds? Yeah, that amount of fat ain't worth it. However, what we have here is the joy of additives. In this case, this is ground up chia seed. A little more protein for you on a workout kick, a lot more nutrients, and best of all, it will hold on to liquid. So what fat there is, what moisture there is, what moisture you add, stays with it. I pre-ground it because the fucking thing is loud when I grind it. What we have here is roasted garlic powder. Garlic is king. It is the Gojira of this kitchen. That one. And what we have here is air-dried shallot powder. Shallots, think of them as a brighter, sharper onion, but without the lingering sulfur taste. Sulfur taste ain't your thing, go with that or green onions. If it is your thing, well, onions abound. They're cheap. Got a little mise en place thing going on. And let's see. A touch of this. A little bit of Aleppo pepper from Penzies, as you can see. Gives it a little bit of a kick without needing, massive 5-alarm chili responses. This, because I ain't fucking grilling. This stuff, it's wonderful, and it is a vegan alternative, gluten-free and all that nonsense for those of you who have the issue, that can be added to a number of fucking recipes. Oh yeah, so it can be so professional. Just eyeballing all this shit. Get Lee and parents, if you're going to use this for anything serious, please, just do it. Well, it should be used sooner or later.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, another dose for me. And simple. You will undoubtedly find cooks out there that will cry at me doing this. You know what I say to them? Are you eating my fucking burgers? No, piss off. But no, seriously, it's one of those little things I've heard debates about. Personally, I like having the seasoning mixed in, because otherwise it just sears on top and burns off, and what's the point? There are people that think it'll be the untainted flavor of the meat. It's ground beef, you fuckers. And for fuck's sake, I've heard people go on about the untainted flavor of hot dogs. Hot dogs! Alright. Yep. Mix in. Done. In case you're wondering what I'm waiting on, I'm going to be reusing the pan because cleaning cast iron properly is a process, and I'm lazy. Also, this will be cleaned. Knives don't go in the sink, they don't go in the dishwasher, they get cleaned and put away. But special conditions right now. So, stock pot. Want a bit more of this. Definitely more of that. This, believe it or not, actually adds a nice note to it. Once you cook it, let it cook for a while. You use it dry and fresh. Whew. And for you drunkards out there, choose something else. I made that mistake once when I was 22. Just put that back in the pantry for me. Thank you. The closest you're going to come to see me actually bothering with proper measurements. Because you can overkill with dry red wine. Well, dry enough as Merlot. Yes, I just refilled the rest of my glass. Come at me. Alright. For a moment, we shall pause. Order. Put on the side. Because you want to sear all sides of this. 3-4 minutes tops, or based on appearance, which is what I normally go by. Me and Time have a loose relationship to begin with. Tomato paste, 1 small can. Yeah, it says non-GMO. I don't give a fuck. It was 44 cents. There's people that'll be out there like, well, you can make your own tomato sauce. I'm like, yes, you can make it. Now you want to try and make it out of, you want to try and spend 5 hours making it, or do you want to start with a base of paste? All you need, 1 small can. You'd have to go double this size to need more than 1. A little bit more. Gives it a little bit of depth, actually. Same goes for this. Pour for about 3 seconds. Then there's this stuff. If you can't be all fancy bitch like me and actually get your own beef bones, in other words, most people, get this, and it makes some of the best broth you can get outside of making it yourself. That will require hot water, which I will let run here in a moment. Here. This, French thyme. Just don't fuck around, get French thyme, and just dump it in there. You can see how much I got here. I'd say maybe a tablespoon and a half. Boom. This is a mix of roasted garlic, onion powder, chipotle seasoning with some majoram. Your liquid amino will add, and the sherry will add more than enough salt. Don't fucking bother. People can salt later. You can't take away salt without a replicator. It goes hot water. Meanwhile, yeah, it kind of looks like this. I mean, for those of you who are British or may know about it, this stuff looks like, you know, Bovril or Vegemite and shit. Probably saltier. Actually, part of it still does.
Vegemite?
Yeah.
Huh.
They tried the all yeast formula. Now it's 43% yeast. Boom. Broth. So there's dregs down there. Go ahead. Considering you're going to need, at least for the way I'm cooking it, you're going to need about 8 cups. There we go. Unfortunately, unlike cubes, you gotta store this shit in the fridge. But I'll put that later. Some more pepper. Fuck it. Those of you wondering, where's the key thing, where's the thing, where's the potatoes? I'm on that. We have a lot of potatoes in this house. We got another bag of this shit. Oh, look, someone tried to grow. You don't want to have blood on it. What can I say? Ooh. That don't get to go with it. Quick washing. Welcome to the boring part of the video, folks. Hey, okay though. Guys, we've done a few minutes. I'm going to make you sit here and watch the next, 20 minutes of burgers cooking, although some of you may like that kind of food porn. Nor am I going to make you watch the damn thing for 8 hours. I wanted that. And set up a webcam. Which means they get here in 4 to 6 weeks. Oh, you fucking rotten. Oh, that segment's gone. Fortunately, with potatoes, you just cut the rotten part off. It's not like cheese, where you humped. No, I don't care what they've told you. If it's rotten, you see a fucking moldy spawned piece of cheese, toss it. It might be okay. You might give yourself food poisoning. Do you really want to risk that nowadays? You don't know when fucking Joe Exotic wannabes walking around with no mask, coughing on shit, and is in the hospital. There. Hot. Well, technically we call it a kettle. It's not black. Alright. There we go. There we go. So what's going to happen here is that's going to sear. I'm going to throw it in the pot, throw it on the induction thing, and let it go for a few, till tomorrow. And then I want to make burgers. Simple. And for me, this is actually a simple dinner. The only thing simpler is leftovers. So, take care everyone. Have fun. Stay safe. And if you go insane, at least make certain your melody is enjoyable.